following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Just saying, it's you can't just pick things to.
No, but you can.
No,
I like this and I don't like that.
No,
I
I mean,
like Star Wars, but I don't like Ewoks.
No, I mean you can't have
You too.
claim to have total faith in your government and your.
Oh no, I never
way of
claimed to have
life.
total faith in my government.
But then at the same time say this is wrong and I don't.
No.
believe that.
No one here is saying we have total faith in our government at all. Because we don't. Because
I am.
Well, okay, you are, but you're a special case. Because the government is made up of human beings. And human beings are fallible. A little turn with a hammer, a wee bash with a spanner.
Yeah, but the ideals of the American way are not fallible.
But that's not what you're saying. You're saying having total faith in your government, which is made up of idiots.
You take that back.
I will not. It is.
That's treason.
You're telling me Senator Kansai is a genius.
I've seen a lot of stupid on television before, Roxy, so I'm going to go Team Wanda on this one. But American ideals, yes. Some of
Okay, ignoring the government thing. The thing is that Harm is still saying that the ideals of her people
are deeply entrenched in who she is.
Yes,
and
but at the same time she disagrees with some of them and says
Yes,
that
I
they're
think
wrong.
what she's saying is that their way is right except for the things she doesn't like.
Yeah, exactly. You can't
Yes.
do that.
No, but you can!
We're back at the start.
It's like I may believe in you as a squad leader, but I believe some of the things you do are not...
Roxy, just think of it.
Let's not have this conversation.
Roxy, just think
He's
of
writing severe division in the ranks of the surfacers. Army could collapse at any moment.
Just think of it this way. With right to free speech, you can protest the things you don't like.
Wait, what?
The right to free speech.
What's that?
It means you can say whatever you want.
Americans...
Wait, what? Oh my god, you need help! You need desperate help! You can't just go around saying whatever you want!
It's part of the Constitution.
No, it isn't!
Oh, right, they called it the denial of rights or something down here
Yeah.
instead of the Bill of Rights.
Well, it is a bill, I suppose. You can't just go around saying whatever you want. What if the overseer doesn't approve? What if the president doesn't approve? What if you say something un-American like, for example, and I'm not really saying this is a hypothetical example for legal reasons, what if you went around saying like, I believe the Japanese should have won the war, communism yay? You shouldn't be allowed to say that!
Well, then you'd be a red and...
Exactly!
You should be... Well...
But under some kind of, you can say whatever you want, freedom of speech bullshit, or bull gasp, you could potentially say that.
Yeah, but
That's
at least,
preposterous!
at least you'd know who the traitors were.
It would be anarchy! No. The proper American way is to just not have certain things that you can say.
But it's the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Yeah, tell that to McCarthy.
You don't
That's
know...
Wanda saying that.
Okay, I was gonna say, you don't know him.
Wanda saying, no, tell that to McCarthy.
Savage.
Look, he was wrong, okay?
But I thought you said you had to have absolute faith in the government and everything that they ever decided and did. And you can't pick and choose.
Roxy, I think now you have officially lost because you're talking around
No,
the
because
circle.
he went against the American way of life.
No, he didn't! He was part of the government!
Which the thing that you have just said, you must have absolute faith in.
I am declaring
No.
a victory.
I'm talking about the core of the
No,
you weren't. You said the government.
No.
Absolute faith in the government, you
now
said.
you are interpreting instead of the letter of the law.
The divisions grow deeper. We could be in real trouble. Some kind of civil war has clearly gone on. He is writing. Which Derek can see. That's why I'm telling you.
Oh, it's not really that bad.
It sounds very bad.
Well, you can understand, like, a lot of the normal government-type people aren't around because of all the bombing.
But
McCarthy was a corruption on the American government.
it's just a bit of healthy debate, like between Democrats and Republicans.
What?
Politics?
Oh, the thing the overseer does.
Oh, I'd be
and-
interested
and
to
the
see
other
that.
politicians.
The what? Oh, you mean the bureaucracy officers?
That's a good way to describe them.
Yeah.
How do you select overseers when one...
Well, the overseer's child will be trained up to be overseer and replace him. If no such child exists, then the computer will select the most qualified person remaining
Okay, that makes sense.
to oversee and govern us.
Oh, that makes the overseer's selection of partner very important.
It is very important. Oh, I don't mean to sound treasonous, but it sure would be swell if my fellow officer, Bonnie, you met her, if she would not be selected. She's a really good officer. Real, like, top drawer. It would be a shame to lose her, but...
She doesn't
To
get to
lose her?
continue doing her...
Oh no, the overseer's wife has many responsibilities.
But
Oh.
if that's better for the vault as
I
a
mean,
whole...
this
as
is
a
just
fact-
my personal thing. I would, of course, encourage and support it, but, you know, if I were to get to voice an unfettered opinion... I'm
Huh?
not a red.
Well,
Fuck Hitler.
that, and she just has been through so much with the loss
Just
of...
said another nasty bad swear.
It was about Hitler. And,
Talking about Hitler an awful lot there.
You know, he only had one
and
ball.
like Eisenhower the Christmas bear said, anything against Hitler is Jesus' friend.
And she's already
He doesn't
been...
say Eisenhower the Christmas bear. It's Eisenhower the Overseer's Day bear.
And she's already been through so much with her father going through that thing.
Well, he's still going through
Her
that
father
thing.
was a great chief investigator. One of the best there ever was. Almost as good as Investigator Hart.
Who was Investigator Hart? Like,
He was the detective.
oh,
Way better than Investigator Michaels.
Poor Investigator Michaels.
is there...
He really wanted Detective Hart's job, but, well...
Is there any way we can go to, like, see the history of your vault? Like,
No. Well, actually, maybe.
No museum?
There is a place you could go. We could go visit the scribes. Scribe Sinatra.
that sounds entertaining. We could
He
find...
runs the historical archive. He's also our printer.
Oh, printing all the books and stuff. That's an important job.
Oh, wait, no, he isn't.
Well,
That's the
before-
other scribe. Scribe, we're looking for scribe, oh no, that is him, yes. Sorry. That is him. He is also the printer. I will take you there now. Computer terminals hum around the place. It's dustless. There's a couple of younger vault persons in like their long computer cajoler robes.
Oh, this is like...
And there's like two of them in like a more with the thing there and the pocket protector with pins sticking out of it.
They are like nerdly little monks. It's adorable.
Scribe Sinatra. Hello, yes. Wow. It's real swell to see you all.
Howdy.
Say, those are some fancy threads. That's really Zorch cow.
Nah. Roxanne Emery.
Scribe Matthew Sinatra. Shake, 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 shake. I'm the chief historian and printer. How can I help you?
We were talking to our minder here, and we were very interested in the history of your vault, so he suggested we come here.
Well, of course. Well, half of our terminals are down at the moment until the cajolers can get them to go back into action. But we have enough terminals available to suit your request. You can share, right?
Oh, we certainly can.
Do you need any help with the terminals?
The cajolers have it, right? Isn't that right, Scribe Jones? Yes. Don't worry. I have this.
We have already.
I'm no Zeeb.
We
Of
have,
course you're not. You're the chief computer cajoler. Oh, that's clever. I'm going to call myself that from now on. Computer cajoler. Yay!
There we go.
Something I
It's
like
official.
here.
Wanda is our new chief computer cajoler from now on.
See that, Mr. Mime? Derek 2 Bikes strong.
It's cute that he thinks that 2 Bikes is going to be his name instead of Mr.
Mr.
Mime
Mime.
2 Bikes.
you can't. Can I at least have 2 bucks
You
first?
can, but
No.
no. Mr. Mime 2 Bikes.
Dear Mr. Mime, Derek 2 Bikes strong.
Before my first
So
name.
do you actually own 2 bikes? No, so it's a lie then.
He's as strong as
no bikes.
he's as strong as the power
It's
of
like
2 Bikes.
Photoshop 2 bikes side by side. This is what it might look like if you had, in fact, 2 bikes.
But they're invisible, so it's just
Just in some space where bikes might fit.
I have a sudden urge to watch Monty Python.
no. See, this image actually contains 2 bikes. We had to Photoshop them out.
There's so much
We
work.
cajoled them out. Anyway. So, well, simply access the terminals and, well, any questions you have about the history of America can be answered to you. All of it has been extensively reconstructed from experts who were alive.
Okay. Does it have any information on like the closing day, the sealing of the vault?
Why, yes, it does. He said, hoping he had actually written that. Ah, here we go. The origin of the vault. Okay, you. Who's pairing up with who? Since you have to share a terminal between 2 people each. So who's with Alvin as he looks this up? All right, Derek, you're with him. Okay, so.
Okay, we'll Wanda.
The origin of the vault. Here is the historical document. This is all printed in flickering green text on the screen with the pleasant little noises. It sure is swell living safe in the vault, but why do we live here in perfect safety? Well, let us try and put it simply. There are a few reasons, but they all have their origin in one factor: the Axis. Long ago, in the 1930s, there was a group of 3 bad men, Hitler, Hirohito, and Mussolini, who ruled in turn Germany, Japan, and Italy. 3 nations of evil who joined together to form the Axis of Evil. They made war on the whole world. That's right, all of it. The United States of America was part of the world. And it was a great nation occupying most of the American continent, and was far over the sea from the Axis. America didn't want a war, but the allies of America begged the great nation to help them, as they were losing very badly. All of France, for example, had been conquered and become part of Germany. America's hand was forced when Japan attacked the Navy at Pearl Harbor, a big base where a great military force which fought on the water was stationed. They killed many people and destroyed the fleet. America joined the war then. All the nation gathered behind this task: defeat the Axis of Evil. But the task was great, and maybe impossible. While America was working on nuclear power, which is used to power our vault, so was Germany. America has plans to use nuclear power to defeat the Japanese and German forces. But what if the Axis used nuclear weapons on America? America would need a way to protect its people from such evil. That is when Ameritech Nuclear Solutions devised the idea of the vaults. And it wasn't just a Fallout reference. Imagine, they said, a string of special bunkers capable of preserving hundreds of people in safety until the war was over. The brilliant idea was put into production, and the vault you live in was built at a cost of $400 million, and 200 people were selected to enter, the best the area had to offer. Other vaults were being made, and other people would be interred within 200 at a time. The task of these people? Preserve the American way. Survive until the war is over. Why are we still within? A year after we were interred, there was a great explosion, and all communication with the surface ceased. America had been bombed. All the people still on the surface, dead. The Axis had struck, and our own nuclear program was not yet complete. We do not know how the war progresses, but as yet no one has come and opened the vault doors, so we wait. Wait for America to come back and claim us, that we may educate them in the ways of America and guide them into the future. Or wait for the Axis conquerors to find us, that we may defy them and organize a liberation resistance. Either way, we will survive and carry the torch of America forwards. That's what it says. There is a surprising lack of dates.
That's pretty remarkable that they only had 200 people as part of their genes to work from and as a labor pool. Some of those people were kids. And what, 200 people, and now they're up to, what was it, 350, 360?
350 is the stable number.
That's a hell of an explosion in population.
Currently 349.
And, you know, that was before they did all the work, like the expanding into oranges and stuff like that. That must have been hard times.
Yeah.
So when did the how did and when did the history all get destroyed and have to start to get pieced back together?
The records on that are ironically spotty.
Does the terminal actually have like a computer like we can access? But is it just like the you know, I'll just do like a dirt and we'll see like when the files were edited?
You can't.
Oh,
That information is restricted and not shown.
it's locked out.
No, it isn't. It's just not there.
Yeah.
It's just not there. You don't need to know that. You don't need to know that. Why would you need to know that? Are you a red?
Has there got a history of the overseers over the years?
Yes, although the overseers are all just referred to as the overseer, like they're the same immutable, implacable force.
Kim Jong overseer.
The
Well,
overseer is
number or
only
something.
really ever seen on special celebration days, or, you know, if you're privileged enough to have a personal audience with the overseer, then that's special.
What does the terminal say about Ameritech?
Ameritech Nuclear Solutions is the forefront leader in nuclear research and development in America and the Vault technology system. It is responsible for building the over 200 vaults scattered across America, preserving America for the future. It is undoubtedly, therefore, one of the largest corporations still in existence, perhaps we believe.
Can we bring up like the corporate screen? Like, here's our corporate number, blah blah blah.
Oh,
A
yeah.
lot of companies have.
Yeah.
Just so we can see like where is it supposedly based, what's its phone number.
Delaware. It's based in Delaware.
Well, we can look these fuckers up, assuming we ever get out
Their
here.
number's like 555-13.
Oh,
Some small number.
well, Terios, this says. Can you think of anything to?
I mean, nothing specific, like. It's probably good just to gather more information, though. What do they got on?
There is a list of Vault holidays, since it's tangentially related to your question.
Like this.
Oh, Vault holidays, observances, and traditions include the 4th of July, Vault Day. A patriotic celebration of the original founders of the Vault. Parades, children put on plays, or of the signing of the Constitution, the Civil War, or other American historical events.
Hey Roxy, they celebrate on your birthday.
25th of December, Christmas Day. The celebration of Christmas, a gift-giving day where the overseer dresses in red and white and gives gifts to the young children. Usually simple toys or sweets.
That's sweet.
Your birthday is celebrated by your family and friends whenever with whatever ration shares they wish to expend. Birthdays are usually an occasion to have a break from duties. Unpaid. May the 20th, Graduation Day. The day in which a year of children finish schooling and are assigned jobs. It is a great celebration, and each new citizen is called out and walks to the chief of division they have been assigned. There is an extra ration of food, and liquor is served. The overseer may give a speech. May the 30th, Lottery Day. Approved couples gather together, where possible both may attend, and draw a random number to determine who shall be allowed to breed. The winning numbers have their sterilizing medications stopped and may therefore produce a child. The number of possible winners is determined by the needs of the vault, by the overseer. Some years no lottery is needed, as all couples may breed. But lottery is still held. Oh, and of course, January 27th, Overseer Day, the most important day on the calendar. All hail the Overseer, he who guides us and commands us, and as set down in the Constitution, the one true leader. When the next Overseer is selected, it is announced on this day.
No Christmas, Easter.
Yeah, I mentioned Christmas.
Yeah.
The Overseer dresses up in red and white and gives children
Okay.
toys to the youngest children.
No mention of Thanksgiving.
No. Which isn't a very American holiday.
No, I can kind of see why, though.
And Independence Day's just been changed. No.
Alright. You happy now?
Yeah.
Fetch
I was wondering how they kept their numbers to a specific amount.
Well, I mean, the population has nearly doubled since it opened. But does it mention like historical figures? Like if we try looking up Torias?
No entry.
Sudi?
One of the founding fathers, Zuti, known as the Magician, was responsible for fending off the hated British who tried to prevent the signing of the Constitution of Independence.
Oh God. He's Paul
His
Revere.
famous quote, "One light by sea, two lights up my sleeve."
Oh dear.
That's really weird. I thought Torias...
Yeah, like Thomas Jefferson, Washington, John
Yeah.
Hancock, all the standards are in there.
But didn't Torias invent televisions and stuff down here? And
Apparently everybody
Yes.
seems to know him, but
it doesn't appear in the... Oh, well. Anyone else we know famous to look up in here?
well, I mean,
Okay, so you're looking up the famous vault dwellers. I have a partial list if you're interested in that. Overseer Gray, the Overseer, leader and commander. Distant authority, our preserver and savior. Old Blue Eyes, our mysteriously named Vault Radio Man, is entertaining and charming. His choice to eschew his name and go by that appellation represents his non-person status and more of an embodiment of Vault goodwill and morale. Greta Gable, Chief of Clothing and Consumables, Head of the Morality and Purity Commission. Hank Ford, Chief Engineer. He is responsible for running all of the things you use, except the computers. Chief Alan What was that?
Fixed his
God,
game.
it sounded like a boop boop.
A boot?
Just like boop boop. Sounded, from over here, it just sounded like boop boop. I thought this thing was making a boop noise at me. Chief Alan Jefferson, the Chief of Security. Former baseball star until a shoulder injury ended his pitching career. You may remember him from baseball. And the last time you may have been arrested. Jane Wake, Chief Botanist and Arborist. Jim Smith, Chief of the Food and Water Department. He is the one who keeps you hydrated. and clean. Ann Sugg, the entertainment director, an artist. Jeff Sugg, marketing and sales director. He's the one who makes sure all the stores are fair and well looked after. Peter Wake, chief medical officer and part-time cinema actor. You may remember him from the day the Earth continued to operate normally. And the planet we are still allowed to go to. It's not a big deal yet. Martha Ford, the executive high bureaucrat and songmistress. Jack Haber, chief censor and political organizer. Jill Haber, event organizer and lovely person. That's what it says. Shannon Smith, the schoolmaster, football coach. He coaches football.
Stupid smarties.
Scribe Quincy Jones, the chief computer cajoler and electrician.
Wait, they got a football field as well. How restricted an air?
The same as the baseball.
Okay.
I mean, bouncing the ball off the ceiling is a legitimate strategy.
Conversions will be interesting.
It's a whole new dimension.
Scribe Matthew Sinatra, the chief historian and printer. Responsible for preserving our archives and ensuring historical parity and accuracy. Lyra, the mistress of the 21 nightclub, purveyor of many legal things, you can be sure of that. Has remained single since her husband died. Paul Rockefeller, owner of the Chancery, a casino and entertainment hub. You have chosen to not go there. Kyle Reese, chief of the sanitation department and table games organizer.
Table games.
Yeah, you know, Civil Warhammer. That sort of thing.
I'm just wondering if
Ludo,
Wanda's going to react.
Backgammon, chess.
If Wanda's going to react to that.
Wanda's saying, she's like, there's table games. I told you I should have brought my Warhammer.
You couldn't fit them in your suitcase. You were overstuffing.
Like Dixie.
She's not fat.
I know, but she eats so much.
But she's not fat.
I never said she was!
Oh, now I'm doing it.
You are. Sharon Reese, actress, model, and saleswoman. And someone has put in the official record way over Kyle's level in every way.
We were all thinking it.
Consistent winner of beauty pageants. Jenna Reese, cinema operator. Daughter of Sharon. Lee Purcell, newswoman and dance instructor. David Purcell, doctor, chief scientist. That's your...
So, the Vault's famous people are all the ones that are currently here.
Well, this is probably just a list of the current famous people. They probably removed them when they die, because then it's out of date.
Oh, so they get remaindered right out of the system. Ooh.
It doesn't do too well.
No wonder they're losing so much, technology and knowledge.
We're not losing technology, says Scribe Jones. What are you talking about? We're just as capable as ever been. We're right on top of things. Don't you worry about that. We've lost nothing. Nothing! And any other thing is heresy. He goes back to work. Repairing terminals.
Struck a nerve there.
Yeah. Can you think of anything to...
Doesn't have a record of the most famous criminals here, does it?
No, of course not. So, but this is a public terminal, so, So, how confident are we that the murderer was that mutant?
Almost not confident at all.
Yeah, pretty.
We have
Pretty much
literally
not.
no
So
direct
should we
evidence.
just, continue investigating that?
I mean,
We have an event coming up tomorrow.
we do. I mean, that's the thing. I was thinking we need to just keep a.
Well, if we haven't caught whoever it is, then we really, really, really need to solve it quickly.
Problem is, the chain of evidence, as far as I'm concerned, ended with the...
We still got the stuff from the ladder we never got results back on.
Well, we don't have access to the lab, so we're probably not going to get those results.
We should still probably go to the maintenance guy head office thing and ask who had access to get the logs from when those people died and see if anyone anomalous entered. It would be the least we could do.
Good plan, Wanda. Good plan.
I thought
Right, because
nobody
it's one
was.
of mine.
I thought nobody was allowed to access those logs.
Well, we can ask someone else to do it and just tell us if there's anything. We don't have to do it.
Worst comes to worst, the only way to make sure that we got the right person is to make a scene at the event, but...
Well, Brody was talking about how we needed to apologize to that guy anyway, so we could just show up before his shift ends and we go into our cells.
I'm sure he's into the next bottle by now.
Maybe he's more inclined to... Why? He's married to someone so pretty. Why is he, like, stressed so much?
That's what I was wondering. Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd have a different fuss if I were him, if I were married to that, if you know what I'm saying.
My computer archive is no place for such smutty... Please leave.
I look and see if Wanda noticed what she said.
I didn't know he was there. I thought he left.
I just want to see, are the guys working on the console fucking up in any plug-and-play matters, like trying to put a board in backwards, or... They're not doing too bad.